emotions. Statistics has no emotions. This is just facts. So basically, Dubai has grown by 31% versus 14% in London for airport passenger traffic. This is the growth of Dubai population. We went from almost 1.5 million to 3.8 million. And this is versus London. So basically, London went up by 14%, Dubai went up by 61%. This is the full picture. As you can see, London has lost 45% of its millionaires, and I'm seeing more and more videos. Obviously, I'm not here to downplay London, but I'm here to show you the true value Dubai has created in the last 10 years. Dubai has grown, Dubai millionaires has grown by 212%. Dubai transaction volume in the last 10 years has grown by 319% versus only 5% in London. And Dubai population has grown by 61%. So these are facts you need to share with your investors, because whenever you want to sell a property in Dubai, especially if you're talking to a foreign investor, you first have to give them the picture in a very objective context at a global scale. Now we move to a national scale at a market level. But before we go there, I think one of the most interesting advantages about buying off-plan properties in Dubai, or worldwide even, is the fact that when you buy an off-plan property, you basically lock the property price based on today's market, right? And all your future payments because of inflation becomes cheaper to pay. So if you have to pay today 2 million dirhams for a property that you bought 4 years back, and today is your final payment, the 2 million dirhams today are much cheaper than the 2 million dirhams 4 years back. So basically, the future value of your payments goes down, while the value of your asset goes up. And this is something that only if you are taking, obviously, a mortgage, buying a ready property, or if you're buying an off-plan property, you can leverage this in the best way possible. The other thing about off-plan is that what you're buying today is the new generation of real estate projects in Dubai. And now we'll move more to a micro level, and we look at Dubai Island as a community. So Dubai Island, as you all know, is basically a waterfront community. And I'm gonna show you the performance of waterfront communities versus inland communities in Dubai in the last years. So at any given time, if you take the best inland project and you compare it to the best waterfront project, you will see that in terms of capital gain and price appreciation and profit at exit, investors have achieved a lot more, especially early bird investors with waterfront communities. So this shows you the picture. So Palm Jumeirah as a waterfront community versus Jumeirah Village Circle. Now, of course, JBT, we're talking about the highest transacted area in Dubai in most of the previous years. Even though it's the highest transacted area, still people made far more money with waterfront communities in Dubai. This is a fact, right? So when you're an early bird investor in a waterfront community, this is what happened in Dubai in the last 10 years. In some of the most important waterfront communities, 2,200 to 4,500, 2,100 per square foot to 3,500, 3,480 to 9,200, 164%. And we have also Lamir that went up from 1,800 to 3,000. And if you see the waterfront communities now are not just going towards Jebel Ali, but also they're going the other direction in Dubai. And I'll tell you one very interesting fact about Dubai Island as well. As you can see, when you go to Dubai Island today, the number of projects that have been launched recently are immense. So all of Dubai Island will probably take 20% of what it took Palm Jumeirah or Business Bay to complete. Because whoever bought a land there, they understand the demand for this island, and every developer is launching. So the next question is, why this project? So here are some micro analysis. Again, when you talk about Dubai Island, everyone's been promoting holiday homes and Airbnb in Dubai Island. The common statements you hear that when you do Airbnb, you basically make probably 20%, 15%, 25% higher rental income. But this is not the case of every project, because it really depends how Airbnb friendly the project is. And this is what I want to thank really Dia Developments and Mr. Shamik Farouk and the entire team with them and the master agency for really bringing a product that is not just another conventional product in Dubai Islands, but it's something that where the features of these projects can be really monetized by the investors. They didn't just take the land and say, let's copy paste what other developers have done and have sold. No need to reinvent the wheel, because they did X, Y, and Z and they sold. Maybe we can just do the same. But this will make a massive difference, because this is a long-lasting value. So Dubai Island, I think, will be one of the hubs for Airbnb, but not every project in Dubai Island is well prepared for Airbnb or for short-term rentals. We're going to look at the following now. What matters to real estate investors today? They want to understand the ticket price, because the market is very ticket price sensitive. They want to know how much the price per square foot as compared to other projects. And they want to know how much they're paying per square foot on the internal area, not just on the total area. We have 4 to 5 slides to show you how well positioned this project in facts and numbers as compared to every other project in Dubai Island. So basically, as you can see, we've listed the top 10 performing projects in Dubai Island. And in terms of price per square foot, this project wins in every way, shape, and form. It's basically stands at 1,930 per square foot as compared to other projects. But we don't want to just look at the price per square foot, we want to also look at the ticket price. But when we say price per square foot, it is so important that as real estate brokers, sometimes you divide the ticket price by the total area of the property, and the average price per square foot works out to be very attractive. But when you look at how much internal area you're getting versus a balcony or a garden, that's what shows you the real value of the project you're investing in. And this is, my sincere hope is that when you go out to sell this project, don't just sell the brochures, because there are so many undeniable facts that make this project stand out. And the more you understand it, the better you'll be able to sell it. So I'll show you now price per square foot when it comes to the total area. So here we have a ticket price of 2 million for 1-bedroom apartment. We're talking about the total area. So which means you take the ticket price, you divide it by the total area, and you get the price per square foot. This is where the project is positioned. Unfortunately, you cannot see it because of this. But basically, out of 7 projects, Los Ora hits the best price per square foot when you look at the total area. You divide the ticket price by the total area. But what matters the most is the internal area. When we go to the internal area, to the net area, nothing stands next to it in terms of the ticket price and the price per square foot. So we're looking for a 1-bed below 2 million and below 2,500 per square foot. By the way, all these projects, when we say project we intentionally did not mention the names of the projects because it's a public event, but you can connect with the master agency team responsible for selling this project, and they will share with you the sheet, the fact sheet that has the names of all these projects. So when you talk to your clients, you're not just saying project 1 to project 8, you're actually naming the projects. Okay, 2 bedrooms. Again, we're looking at the total area. Also, we fall in a very efficient bracket in terms of price per square foot and the ticket price. So below 3 million dirhams and below 2,300 per square foot. But when you look at the net living area, again, taking the total price of the unit, dividing it only on the net area, Lazoro wins in every way. Now, we said that this project is very well prepared for Airbnb and for short-term rentals. In fact, in one of the videos I took live on my social media, I said this is more of a financial instrument. It's more of a financial model packaged into property. Because from day one, they factored how this building can actually run as a short-term rental building or an Airbnb building. And you get basically golf carts, you get smart locks, you get a lot of storage. Storage is very, very important. It might sound like, what storage? Come on. But if you want to run holiday homes, it means you're running fully furnished apartments. It means whoever is operating needs that storage to make sure that the linen, the cleaning tools, and everything in between has sufficient storage to keep. And you have obviously no VAT. No VAT means when you buy a hotel apartment, it's classified as a commercial property in Dubai, which means you have to pay VAT. But here you're buying a residential property that is made from day one, from inception, for an Airbnb purpose. Okay, something has happened. Any of you guys have another one? Playing with? So all apartments have free Wi-Fi, and you have no mandatory operator. If you want to operate as hotel apartments, you need an operator, which basically takes most of your income as a property owner. Here you can either get a holiday home company to run it, and I'm sure that the developer will offer this solution as part of the package. But even if you want to do it as a property owner, you can do it and manage it yourself. For me, this is the most distinguished feature. We all know that everyone is ticket price sensitive, and I think now Maya will come on stage and will explain to you in details more about the layout. But basically, when you buy a 2-bed apartment, when you operate as a short-term rental or holiday home, you can have literally 2 units within 1 unit, which means your income potential probably is 50% higher than renting it just as a 2-bed. Because the way the layout works, and now Maya will come and explain to you, the way the layout works, you can perfectly have 2 independent units within every 2-bedroom apartment. You know, there are so many visions and missions and logos and statements and mottos, but I love the punchline, the slogan for this project. It says, "Created for investment, designed for living." We're in the era of basically the living experience is no longer a luxury a project needs to have, but it's basically the most detrimental element for investors when it comes to capital gain and price appreciation. And I think really the team in Dia Developments have nailed this 100%. What you guys need to do now, of course, you will pay attention also to what Maya is about to share with you in terms of details, but you need to prepare your entire sales pitch from selling where Dubai is and why the prices in today's market are still very attractive, all the way to selling waterfront communities, Dubai Island as a master community, and then you talk about this project in comparison to other projects. The best way to convince anyone to buy anything from you, and the best way to convince yourself, if you're an investor, to buy anything and to be comfortable with your decision, is to compare it to what else you can get for the same dollar. This applies to properties, applies to cars, and applies to everything in between. So when you look at waterfront projects versus inland projects, you know that there's a lot more money to be made in waterfront projects. But many waterfront projects are basically priced very high today in Dubai. So this is considered one of the best waterfront projects with this ticket price. And then when you look at the master community of Dubai Islands, compare this project to other projects. Be very well prepared and go and objectively present to your clients. And trust me guys, you will all win, not because of the commission you're gonna make on the project, but you will all win because your clients will thank you later and they will come back to you and say, thank you, I've made enough money on this project. So now you need to give me one dose of energy for me to go off stage and to call Maya in. Okay? Muhammad, can I have my mobile? Oh, come on, I'm on social media. I'm never gonna do something offline. I had to make all my life online. So I'm now on stage, I might as well put you all online with me, guys. What's the name of the project? What's this? What's the name of the project? Lazora. Okay, are you guys ready? I swear I'm not coming off stage if you don't give me the energy. As you guys, with this energy, you're going to sell this project, right? So if the energy is not right, I'm on stage. We're gonna have to repeat. Are you guys ready to sell Lazora in Dubai Islands? Okay, this was a try. Can we stop the music? Thank you so much. Okay. Are you guys ready to sell Lazora in Dubai Islands? Okay, I wish I can tag all of you guys, but best of luck, and yeah, we'll see you soon. Thank you so much.